Hi, my name is Christine.
And my name is Mary.
And we are sisters, and we are the co-hosts of this weekly podcast, Dawson, Cries. Listeners, welcome back for another week. We're very excited to be on the pod and sharing this, episode with all of you. In case you're new to the season, new to the series, we can catch you up to speed. Mary and I have started this podcast back in 2017, right when the president was freshly elected. Because we couldn't stop doing that exact thing. And talking about Dawson Leary and all of his friends was a great way to unwind, de-stress, transport ourselves back to simpler times. And also gave us a chance to see a really popular show that we'd missed out on in our youth somehow. So we've been watching this series for the first time ever. We're all the way up through season 5. And it's kind of exciting because now, 2 years after we've started the pod, it sounds like there might be some rumblings of impeachment. Listeners, woo! That's all I have to say for that. But we're don't worry, we'll still be podding even if this person's impeached. We'll be here for you throughout Season 6.
Celebration.
Don't you fret.
Celebration pod.
Yeah, Mary has a bottle of champagne ready and waiting.
Yeah.
For when this impeachment goes down. So that'll be popped on the pod, maybe.
Pop it. I'm so excited.
It's exciting. It's very exciting. For now, we're still kind of, we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but, there's a long road to go until then. But, there's a lot of Dawson left. So we'll see where we are at the end of Season 6. But right now, we're at Season 5, Episode 3. Oof. This episode's called Capeside Revisited. And this is quite a doozy. And Mary, please start us off on this one.
Yeah, damn, girl. Talk about going full circle. Horrible monster in office. When we're first introduced to Capeside, horrible monster, impeachment, inquiry, going down, basement. Capeside Revisited, the name of the episode. So, here we are, where it's a full circle.
Is that a sign? I feel like that might be some kind of
there have been really weird parallels throughout, things that happen in the show. Remember when there was the election, when Andy was running for school president, and Pacey was the campaign manager? Yeah, at the midterms, exactly.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, there's been other examples too, definitely. But, it's fun to draw those parallels, but also to have that escapism. So it sounds like this episode wasn't as much escapism for you. This episode was a little bit heavier than some of the previous episodes. I thought this one had some, parts of it were fun, for sure. So let's just jump right into it. Sorry, I'm blabbering instead of getting to the plot.
No. It's true, the stakes did feel high.
They did.
I have to agree with you, yeah.
Which makes sense, because they're in college now. They're not in high school anymore, so they're growing up. But it starts with Jen, Joey, and Audrey at a fancy, grown-up restaurant, which was also kind of surprising to see them, eating somewhere more adult.
It's like, why aren't you at the local pizza joint?
I know, yeah. Where's the diner? So it starts, and pretty much immediately, Jen gets a phone call on her cell phone, and I'm like, yeah, we really can't escape that technology anymore. And it was that rapid, that fast.
It's so true. Ugh.
Yeah. So she gets basically a booty call. And I was like, damn, they were even doing booty calls back in 2002.
The dawn of the phone.
Yeah. What year was this supposed to be? I don't know. Yeah, the dawn of
2002 probably.
Ever since the dawn of the cell phone, there has been the booty call. And Jen's being plagued by it. I mean, she's like, well, sorry, girls, I could use the snuggles, so I'm bailing on this dinner. And Audrey makes kind of a bold claim. She's like, snuggles are better than sex. And I was like, are they? Well, yeah, I guess it kind of depends on what guy you're with, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think a guy would want to know that you would rather just snuggle than have sex, but I don't know. Jen kind of confides in her girlfriends that the only thing she knows about Charlie is that his boxers are from the Gap. So Charlie's playing all of his like past and all of his emotions really close to the chest. He's not letting Jen know anything about his who he is. And Audrey's like, well, that's some good information. At least you know he's not into tighty whities. And basically Joey's like, okay, when I get back from the bathroom, we better not be talking like we're on Sex in the City anymore. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Joey's extremely prudish. And they immediately call her a Charlotte, like behind her back. I'm like, that is a big insult, but also very accurate.
That was so accurate. That was funny.
It was funny. And then, oh my God, who does she spy in the kitchen? Pacey. Pacey returns. Capeside.
This was crazy.
Yeah.
Capeside.
I didn't realize that the restaurant he was working at was in Boston.
Oh, yeah, because, well, that's where he was docked.
Oh, right.
But what are the odds? That was so crazy. I was actually surprised. I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I know, me neither, but I guess it makes sense. Like, they want them to reconnect, you know.
Yeah, I thought it made sense. I thought it was good.
Right.
It surprised me, but I was like, it was inevitable. Yeah.
Right.
Of course they'd run into each other. Yeah, that was a firework moment. Joey was like stopped in her tracks, like, oh my God. And then she, after the theme song, she's talking with Jen about it. And it's like, oh, I saw Pacey. I wonder how long he's been here for. Jen's like, oh, probably like 3.5 weeks. She's like, that long? She's like, exactly that long. Because I know I've seen him already. And Joey's like, what? She's mad that she didn't tell her. But Jen kind of fesses up. And Joey's like, well, she feels weird. Because she's like, I want to see him. But if he wanted to see me, he clearly would have seen me by now. And Jen's like, you don't know that for sure. But Joey's like, no, I do. And she just leaves the restaurant.
Right.
So,
yeah.
She's not.
Kind of an anticlimactic scene. And then we find out Grams is letting Dee stay with her. Grams, you're too nice to these kids, right?
Grams is so giving. Yeah.
She calls him a patriot. I really don't know why. Did you know why?
Why did she call Dawson a patriot?
Yeah. She's like, it's nice to have a patriot staying in my house again. Like, it's war times. I was like, what? How old is Graham supposed to be?
Oh, right. Like some kind of, yeah. No, I didn't get it.
It was beyond. It was over my head.
Did she give him like a Rice Krispie treat? I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone was giving Dawson snacks this episode. I was like,
oh, yeah, he did get a lot of snacks.
Getting the candies.
A little doggy bag.
Yeah. Basically, Dawson's like, I'm afraid to tell my parents about dropping out of college and staying in Boston. And Graham's, of course, is just like, the truth will set you free. And Dee's like, the truth will tick them off. And Graham's basically like gives him some tough love. And she's like, if Moses could face Pharaoh, you can face your parents.
I liked that. That was a grandma thing to say.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, and it's...
I was like, that motivated me, Grams.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Sometimes you need that grandmotherly advice.
Yeah, grandmotherly love. Then we've got Jack with an absolute mullet.
He is really leading into that look.
Is a travesty. I would like to impeach that mullet. It's a criminal. It's not good.
Yeah, we're opening official impeachment hearings on that hairdo.
It's rough. It's rough.
He looks so good aside from that. It's like just really like counter throws it all off.
Bad. It's bad.
Like Jackers.
The mullet was never a popular look. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it's not like this was filmed in the 80s.
Was it popular in the 80s?
I feel like that's when it had its heyday, the 80s.
Ugh.
It was not, no. When we were in college, high school, no one had a mullet.
No.
I've seen them in South America, but I have not seen them here.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's really bad. Yeah.
But Jack is like, he's fitting right in at this frat. He is like killing it at the frat life. He's like playing video games, getting a little homoerotic massage from the frat brother, getting like a tip on the pop quiz in the class that's really hard, makes a connection to hit up the golf links. I'm like, Jack, like you're really
I know
in your element.
Everyone wants to fraternize with Jackers, Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. Yeah, he's like the golden boy of this frat house.
Yeah. And he's a little apprehensive, but he's really enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's worried because it's like it seems like everyone knows everything about him already, and then he's like, "Oh, well, actually, there's one thing you don't know," and then he gets cut off because he knows he has not told them he's gay, and he's like probably thinking to himself, "If they knew I was gay, I wouldn't be getting this warm reception."
Right.
So that's a little bit of a cliffhanger until later in the episode, listeners.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of little side plots in this episode that are, like, not that interesting. The whole Pacey being a cook thing, I don't find that interesting. There's no drama in it. I mean, there's a little drama because there's, like, the cute waitress, Karen, who is angry at him for some mysterious reason. She won't talk to him. And he won't wear his hat, so his little hairs are getting in the food.
Yeah, like the barely like centimeter of hair.
Right, it's so kind of boring. He's a cook, but they won't let him cook. They only want him to cut potatoes. I'm like, okay, this is very boring.
Yeah. The only fun part is seeing him being like all sarcastic and him in his Pacey element.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like later on as it develops the dynamic between him and the chef and the waitress. But...
Right.
That's not, yeah. They do build that up a long time.
Right. Oh, man. Then we've got, like, Jen being the most, like, cliche girl in the world going over to Charlie's place and being like, these booty calls are not going to be a regular thing. It's like, okay, girl, you're really undercutting your message by delivering that in person in the middle of a booty call.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna believe you.
That's a good point, Mary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lean into it, like Jack with his mullet.
Yeah.
If you're going for the booty call, just do what you came to do.
Yeah, exactly. Don't act like it's not what it is. You know what it is. He knows what it is. You're lying to yourself, girl.
Yeah, be like, call him back, say no, get dinner. You know,
yeah,
really
exactly.
Stay
if
on
you don't
that
want
ground.
A booty call, say meet me at this restaurant, or
Yeah.
hang up on him and be like, I don't know who that man is. I'm sorry to this man. You can't be answering the phone, going over there in your lingerie and saying, this is a one-time thing. We're going to get to know each other. What's your favorite color? Doesn't work that way.
That's very true.
I mean, we've all made these mistakes, you know, but...
Oh, yeah. We have.
Would you hook up with Chad Michael Murray?
I would hook up with him.
Oh, yeah?
Probably. Yeah, he seems... I thought above it. True confessions, listeners. I'm only a human woman. What can I say?
Right.
No, I mean, he seems attractive. He's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what more could you want?
Right.
I don't really care what his favorite color is.
Ooh, yeah.
No.
Tell the truth.
And he seems like maybe he wouldn't be that good of a dinner company. Although when they met, he seemed kind of like a nice guy that was interesting.
I know, that's what's really weird. Like, they've kind of changed his character completely since then.
Yeah, I got such a great first impression.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, who even is he? No one knows.
But isn't that always the way it is? You know,
it does seem
then
like
come
it,
on
right?
really strong because they're really trying to win you over, and then when they get you, they pull back.
It's so true. Yeah, it's like a big game,
right? And that's
like,
what Chad Michael Murray is up to. He's spinning game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely seems like a player. Like I would go into it and be like, okay, this is what this is.
Yeah,
but
I know. I just don't like to see Jen lying to herself about what it is.
I know. And Jen, I mean, she deserves way more than that.
Yes.
And she likes it. Like, she seems to like him.
But why? She doesn't know anything about him other than he looks good with his shirt off.
Right.
you know?
She's probably living in a bit of a hopeful fantasy.
Right. I mean, he won't even answer her questions when she's like, "Where'd you go to high school?" And he's like, "A building." Like he won't tell her anything.
I know, that is weird. Like, that's a red flag. Like, not even a detail, like one little small thing.
Yeah, she's like, "What's your favorite color?" And he's like, "Roy G. Biv." Nothing. He won't say anything.
I know, and I guess, like, you can't really, you're supposed to think, like, when he finally admits it's, like, some lame town in Illinois, like, oh, well, is he just, like, embarrassed? Is he secretly very, like, insecure or vulnerable?
Right.
But, I mean, he's so cocky in other ways that it's hard to believe that. I don't know. We'll learn more about him.
Yeah, I hope so. Sorry if there's like a screeching noise. Someone out on the street is making a hell of a lot of noise with their car.
Yeah, I wondered what that was. It sounded almost like someone was like, this is a weird sound, but like putting shaving cream into their hand. Like,
it's really frustrating. I hope it stops. I'm sorry if you can hear it, listeners. But basically, all you need to know is that D is taken in the creek. He's at home. He's taken in the sights of his youth. He's reminiscing. He's nostalgic. Mitch comes out on the porch, brings him inside. They have a new couch. It's like, why does this dialogue need to be in here? No one remembers what your damn living room looked like.
No, I didn't know it was any different.
Yeah. Gail is like extra excited to see him. She's super hyper about it. And he's like, "Look, Mom and Dad, I'm dropping out. I want to be in Boston with my friends. I'm at a profound crossroads in my life." Okay, if I was Gail, I'd have thrown that damn couch cushion at him. Like, this was the most cringy sentence anyone has ever said. "I'm at a profound crossroads in my life," and he says it with so much sincerity. It's sickening. Mitch can barely look at him. It's really something else.
Yeah, this is a hell of a scene. The way it opens with Dawson like looking in Capeside, like, "I'm back, baby.
I'm in my creek element."
I know. I was like, man, you could like take the man out of his creek. You can't take the creek out of the man.
For
like,
real.
Jeez, Dawson is so happy to be back Creekside and then to drop that bombshell on Mitch and Gale.
Oof.
Wow.
Rough.
And yeah, it's like you're like Dawson.
I know. He's like, "I'm going to live with Grams and I'm going to find a new school." I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, try, like you haven't even had a real semester yet.
I know. He was just in the summer program.
It's a summer, yeah.
Think about how happy he was when he was on set.
I know. He was like, he couldn't even control his grin. I was like,
beaming.
Dawson, you love this.
Ugh.
He better get his ass back to LA.
I don't think he's going. Mitch is like, "I've decided you're not quitting." And Dee's like, "You don't get to make that decision." And Mitch is like, "Don't come into my house and talk to me like an adult, because you're not. You're a baby. More of a baby than your baby sister."
Yeah, but the baby sister starts crying.
And you know what's fucking wild? Dawson's parents want him to go to film school. Like, that never happens. Like, they're like, "Please go to film school and follow your creative pipe dreams. Please."
That is hilarious. That's really true.
It's something else. And Dawson, even that, he won't take it. Very frustrating.
Oh, Dawson. Yeah. I don't know how you got this creek. It's beyond me.
Me too.
Meanwhile, back in Boston, Audrey and Joey are hanging out in their dorm room.
Yep.
And Audrey is like trying to give Joey some advice. She's like, "Joey, I'm very sought out. People always try to get my advice. They like pay for a long distance call or something." And I'm like, "Right here. Like, you have me at your disposal for free." And Joey's like, "All I need right now is James Joyce, and I have to clean to understand it." It's like, oh God, Joey. And Audrey's like, basically, I think she psychoanalyzed her in a brilliant way.
Me too.
She's like, "Joey, you can't stand messes. Like, you're trying to clean up your room because it's a mess. You can't deal with any messes in your life. Relationships are messy. you like academics because they're very structured and orderly and there's rules. There's no rules in a relationship. So you either have to embrace the mess or live a life in your books. And I was like, Audrey, you hit the nail on the head with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess she noticed Pacey, Joey noticing Pacey. She noticed Joey noticed Pacey at the restaurant. She's like, yeah, who's that guy? That's the guy that you're into. And Joey's like, oh, but he's not into me, no. And Audrey's like, yeah, he is into you because you're beautiful. And what does she say? You're the kind of...
I wrote this down because it was frustrating. So Audrey's like, you're beautiful and you don't know that you're beautiful, and you're smart and you don't believe that you're smart. You're the kind of women that men never get over, and the kind of woman that other women are compared to. And I was like, bleh. And Joey like takes all those compliments with zero humility and is just like, yeah, I don't want to make him uncomfortable. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's true though. She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Joey is always held up on this pedestal.
Yeah.
By everybody on the show. I mean, Joey is a great character, but everyone else is great too.
I know.
Like, she's not the only great one, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jen's better than Joe. I mean, right?
Mary, I agree.
She's more fun.
We obviously love Jen.
She's just as beautiful, and she's more fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like with Joey, I would be really, like, nervous and on edge.
Yeah, because she's very judgmental.
I know. With Jen, I feel like, oh, this is nice.
Kick back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chill with Grams.
Yeah, have Sunday dinner. That sounds awesome.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah. That dynamic is still playing out.
Yeah.
But back with Jack at the frat.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. He is really getting recruited, like, super hard. I think, is this when he wakes up on the couch, or is that later? That must be later,
no,
right?
it is. He wakes up on the couch, and there's all these dudes watching him sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this was, like, a creepy way to wake up.
Yeah.
They basically tell him, like, oh, if you're a brother, we've got your back for life, blah, blah, blah. They're really laying it on thick. It's very cultish. I'm too individualistic for all that. I'd be like, I gotta go.
I was like, my successes are not your successes. Back the fuck up. No.
Like, you don't get credit for all my work.
No.
I mean, it's nice to have a family, but like, yeah, we already have.
I already have one. I don't need
Mary,
these
we've got each other.
Anyway. No.
True that. But basically, they're saying, like, yeah, like, this is what you could get. And at every point in a man's life, he has to ask himself, am I in or am I out? And Jack was like, oh, well, I've definitely asked myself that question.
I was like, this is different meaning for Jackers.
That was real funny. I was like, oh, I'll applaud that. Good one. But Jack does kind of fess up. He shares his secret. He comes out again.
Yeah.
And says, yeah, but I'm gay. And everyone's like, yeah, we know. Like, we did our research. You're not shocking anybody here. And they're like, the dean really wants us to be more diverse.
That was pathetic.
Ooh. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's really, I don't know. I could see why Jack would be like, oh, so that's what that is?
Yeah.
You want me to be the token gay brother?
Right.
Yeah, he was kind of bummed by that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've never heard of a dean getting involved in the diversity of a frat before, but I'm sure it happens.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah. I have no connection.
I guess they're so alpha and cool and tough.
Yeah.
That they,
Ugh.
I don't know, frat life.
Toby is not going to approve of this frat.
I can't wait till Toby goes to the house.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
That'll be good. That'll be a good up.
I
just wonder which ones are actually gay that Jack's gonna sleep with.
Oh, you think some other members are secretly gay?
Well, probably. I mean, the guy that gave him the massage, like his like the one that's like pushing the hardest for him to join,
Right.
seems like he kinda is giving off some like vibe, like some flirty vibes.
Right. Yeah, no, there are definitely flirty vibes, so we'll see.
And he knows he's gay, so it's like, well,
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
But
I
maybe
don't
he's
know.
just really trying to get him to join.
That's what is the word? Manipulative.
Right. Yeah, there could be some manipulation going on.
All right, we have to tread lightly with this.
Yeah.
Mary, I think.
So then Jen's in bed with Charlie, trying to get more answers, but getting even more dumb answers than she was before. And Jen has this idea. She's like, let's try to go 12 hours without sex. I'm like, 12 hours? Is that hard? Like, Joey went 12 months. Like,
Dawson's went, however,
got
18 years.
yeah. Like, 12 hours? I never heard of that being, like, difficult.
Right. Like, that's kind of ridiculous.
I know.
And it seems like they had just had sex a minute ago.
Yeah, you need
unless
some time.
Right? Like, 12 hours is probably
You would
normal.
think, especially for Charlie, he would need a minute. Like, at least an hour. But he's like, no.
Yeah,
right
he needs a
away.
little time. No, he's like, boom.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so then we're back in the subplot that's boring. Pacey's trying to talk to Karen, but she's ignoring him. And he's like, come on.
I forgot her name.
They say it later, so I remembered. But he's like, come on, let's make fun of our boss, that stupid cook. Nothing is going to bond two colleagues faster than bitching about the boss. And she's like, we're not colleagues. This isn't a law firm. Which I thought was really, like, funny. But it kind of comes out that Karen's, like, angry because she feels like Pacey is, you know, acting really entitled about this job. And he's complaining about training that's really standard for cooks. And then she's like, the only reason you have this job and why you got it so easily when you don't even want it is because you're a dude. And I was like, damn. Tell him.
Yeah. She told him.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I was like, okay. Like, she's telling like it is. We'll see. I got excited by the plot then.
Yeah, and it seems true. Because, like, Pacey basically said he didn't want to work there. And
his brother knows the chef.
Right.
He sweet talked his way into the job. He didn't have to start at a dishwasher.
Right.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
And I bet, like, kitchens, I mean, that's what they say. They're very misogynistic.
Oh, yeah.
Most chefs are men.
Yep.
So, she got a point.
I hated working in a restaurant.
Oh, Mary. Yeah, I know you're talking about that the last episode.
Was I?
Well, yeah, because you said they all smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was a dishwasher. So I was a dishwasher and I was also a hostess.
Oh, that's right.
And I also did some catering. The catering was awful because we had to wear uniforms. But this is an example of the misogyny. They only bought men's uniforms. So the women that worked there had to wear men's clothes.
Wow.
It was insane.
Terrible.
I looked like crazy. Because I had to wear like black pants. And it was when I was living abroad. I was living in London. And I didn't want to buy, like I didn't have any money. So I didn't want to buy like pants that actually were like nice and fit me well. Because I knew they were just going to get food on them. So I bought like the cheapest pair of pants I could find. They were so unflattering. And then I had to wear this huge purple shirt and they didn't even have like the right size. So it was like a men's medium or something, but it was huge and had these really big armpits that would like hang off of me. And I remember one day I was going to work and my roommate saw me in my uniform and he laughed so hard that he was like crying and he started taking pictures of me on his phone.
Oh, Mary.
It was such a bad uniform. It was so bad.
Oh,
And
no.
somehow even in that outfit you would get like sexually harassed. It was terrible.
Yeah, what are you wearing? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, literally men's clothing that's way too big for me. Oh, that job sucked. So anyway, I feel for Karen because like, yeah, these jobs more often than not are shitty men's clubs. and they're not fun. It's impossible to move up because it's like the chef says later, if you want it too bad, they're not going to give it to you just to be mean.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So that's where we're at with this.
Yeah. Pacey's enjoying the privilege, the male privilege.
Yeah.
And Mitch and Dee are having a little heart-to-heart in Dawson's bedroom. They're talking about life, Mary.
As
and
always.
Mitch is, as always. Mitch is like, he's too busy living his life to be reflecting on his life. Dawson, on the other hand, all he can do is reflect. He's like frozen in a reflecting pool.
Do you remember
perpetually.
being that way, though, as a kid?
Honestly, I'm still that way now.
Yeah.
I do a lot of reflection, but
That's good.
I do live. I'm not like
Yeah.
just sitting by myself all the time reflecting. And at college, that age, I knew like I have to go to college.
Yeah.
Like you have to go to college. That's what you've been working all of your school life for. That's what your parents are hoping you'll do. That's how you're going to make money and be able to live on your own and live the life that you want. So,
Yeah, but we've also said many times on the pod that you don't have to go to college.
no, you don't have to. For sure you don't. But if you have the opportunity, if you get into the school of your dreams
Yeah.
and, you want to and you're excited about it, it's a smart choice,
Right.
Dawson is frozen by the choice, though. He's really struggling. From Mitch's eyes, it's very simple. He's like, well, all you have to do is get on the plane to LA and live your dreams, Dawson.
Yeah.
It's that easy. Go to La La Land. Do what you've always wanted to do since you were a little child. I feel like Mitch is really trying to, like, bring Dawson back. But, Dawson is just... He can't see it.
I'm almost surprised that like Mitch or Gail didn't get Joey on the phone and be like, cut him loose. Because they seem like that. Well, especially Mitch seems that intent on like controlling the situation. And this whole thing with Joe, it's such fucking bullshit. Like, and Mitch sees it. He's like, this is about a girl. And he says some really smart things to her, which it pains me to agree with Mitch, but this episode, I was like agreeing with Mitch of all characters. I was like, wow, I mean, we're in a new stage of Dawson. So, yeah, Mitch is like, you need to choose your own path. Don't follow Joey down hers. Do you really think it's wise to make life decisions based on someone else? And I'm like, yes, that's true. He shouldn't make his life decision based on Joey. But on the other hand, he also shouldn't make it based on what his parents want him to do. Like, he does kind of have to decide for himself. But it also seems like the only reason he wants to be in Boston is because of Joey.
I know. It's like because of Joey and his high school friends.
It's kind of sad.
I know. It's like, it's really like an uneven balance. Like, and they're not even dating.
I know. And
So-
Pacey's back. So
Yes.
it's all going to
Ugh.
shoot to shit.
It's going to be the same in Capeside as it was in, or same in Boston as it was in Capeside.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel really bad for everybody, but like, I feel like if Dawson had the summer at home, he might have gotten all of this worked out then.
Wow, that's true.
Don't you think? Because
Yeah.
that's like, I remember doing all that my senior year after my senior year of high school.
Right.
In that summer. You're like, oh, I got to say goodbye to all my friends, say goodbye to the boyfriend, like get all those goodbyes out of the way.
Yep.
And then you have like a transition where you could start your new life.
Yeah, he skipped that.
He skipped that. So maybe that's, I don't know,
Yeah.
playing into it.
Right. No, that makes sense. Yeah, but then it's so funny because he kind of does a mini version of the I don't want your life speech where he says, Dad, I can't live the life that you want me to have. I have to have my own. But then, yeah, Mitch is just like desperate for Dee to see the light. And he's like, seize this opportunity. It'll be gone in a moment. And that's life. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is life. You only get one shot, one opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted. Yeah, Mitch is basically like ad-libbing Eminem Mom Spaghetti. So
Spaghetti, yes.
Here we are, Gail's breast milk. Sorry, listeners.
No, it's true, but Mitch, he's also like, it's not like Mitch has been forcing Dawson to be interested in film. Like you said, it's like he's supporting Dawson's dream. It's not like Dawson is living the life Mitch wants.
No.
Mitch is trying to get Dawson to live the life he know that Dawson deep down really wants. So, it's tough.
I know. But then I also had conflicting feelings about Mitch because, Mitch and Gail are having this super cute picnic. And he's like finally grateful for his family. He's like, I have the perfect family. I have everything I've ever wanted. Being a dad is the only thing I've ever been good at. And he's like, I'm a family man. And I'm like, are you? You like, when you and Gail got divorced, you told Dawson, like, you weren't his dad anymore. You were just his friend. So, I don't know.
Right. I mean, so quickly we forget.
Yeah. Outside of that whole open marriage stuff, he has been a pretty good family man. I don't know. I mean, I know he was going through a tough time when that happened, but never forget. But then I was kind of questioning it because he was like, it doesn't matter if I never make a great film. It doesn't matter if I don't change the world because maybe Dawson will. And I was like, okay, Mitch, you can't like live vicariously through Dawson. Like, you have to.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So that kind of gave me pause.
Yeah, like why not? What if Dawson wants to be a family man just like you?
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, just the fact that Dawson's been interested in movies since he was so little.
Yeah.
Mitch is probably like, I gotta help him reconnect with that passion. But people's passions change. Like, I feel like that speech gets brought up later, too, by Gail.
Yes.
So you have to like leave space for that in people's lives.
That's exactly true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of film, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, as we say a lot, like what you do doesn't define who you are. Your job.
Right.
Your job. I mean.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, your actions, but your job, no.
Right. Okay, so Jen and Charlie are still trying to not have sex, but yet he's still in his panties, and I'm like, why is Charlie in his panties if they're not having sex? It just makes no sense.
I think he's trying to instigate it in every chance he can because he doesn't want to share any personal details.
It's very strange.
It is. Yeah, Jen is like, and plus she's suggesting all these super sexy movies that they go see.
Oh, true.
Like, all these Fellini films. I'm like, my God, you're going to be having sex in the movie theater if you see that.
Yeah, true. Good point.
But Charlie's, that's very sexy. Charlie's like, no subtitles. I don't do subtitles. And Jen's like, pissed off. Like, are you telling me you cut out the world's best cinema because you're too lazy to read a subtitle? He's like, yeah, I don't do that. And that's like their first little tiff. And Charlie's excited because that like makes the time go faster.
Right. Oh, man. So then basically Jack is just talking more to his like potential frat brothers. And he's like, my boyfriend doesn't like the idea of me joining a frat. Oh, no, he's not talking to his frat brothers.
He's talking to Grams, right?
He's like, he thinks I'd be like, selling out. I'd be, be their token gay person. He thinks like he would feel used. But at the same token, Jack feels comfortable at the frat. He likes being there. And Graham's kind of surprised me because she's like, yeah, join. I'm like, I feel like Grams would be against a frat, but I guess she's full of surprises.
Graham's really, you don't never know with her.
No.
Yeah, she tells Jack that, like, his being gay is more of an issue to him than it is to the frat brothers. And Jack is like, his mind is blown. He's like, oh my God, that's true.
Yeah. Well, that's always kind of been the case for Jack.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, he's still pretty, I don't know. I wouldn't say uncomfortable with it, but he's not, like, comfortable with, like, sharing it widely yet.
Yeah.
He's definitely, like, worried how people will react.
Right.
Oh, now Gail and Dawson are having their little talk.
Yep.
And Gail asks him point blank, like, so are you with Joey? Like, what's going on with Joey? Dawson's like, no, I'm not with her. I know, that's crazy. Gail is like, oh boy.
Mm.
And then she does tell him, like, Dawson, everyone changes, and everyone grows, and your friends now are going to be different. And I would just hate to see you go to Boston and be with Joey and then prevent each other from growing.
Right.
Which would definitely happen because they've done that for until now, like their whole lives.
They haven't grown since they were 7.
No, they're really stuck in this weird pattern.
It's terrible.
So Gail is right with that. And then she tells him, like, you know what being a soulmate is really? Like, she's like, I don't want to, like, shit on the idea of soulmates, but it's really a leap of faith. Like, are you willing to just blindly jump into this faith risk with Joey? Because if you're not, like, you should go to LA.
Right. Yeah, but even
so
that,
some motherly wisdom.
Joey doesn't even want to be with him.
No.
It's so stupid.
I feel like that was pretty clearly established last episode.
No, because
Dawson,
then she was like
last episode,
asking him to stay, and she like chased him to the airport. She should have let him get on that plane.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, see, Mary, I was even confused. I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's muddy. But I feel like, remember when he was with Audrey? Like, they seem getting along. It's like, Dawson, you could make new friends.
Right. She's
like,
from
you could be
LA,
happy.
too. Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
Dawson. Ugh. I know. Just, like, take the leap.
Right.
Take the leap of faith in yourself.
In yourself. Yeah, very good point.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Mary. Here we go again.
Here we go. What's in your wallet? Charlie's wallet's empty. He didn't have any condoms.
He went through that whole box.
Yeah, I know, right? In 1 week?
That's
Aren't there like 36 condoms in those boxes?
He had the big box.
It's like
you
fucked 5 times a day. That's not healthy. That's too much.
That's not healthy.
That's
yet.
too much. Oh.
Even for like a young 20-year-old or 18-year-old or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, your dick must be real sore.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Yeah, Jen and Charlie, they have nothing in common except for sex. When they realize this, they start hooking up again. Charlie's out of condoms. And Jen's like, go find one. Go borrow one. Go get one. It's just like, Jen's all in. Jen's ready to bone, too. She can't hold out any longer.
Yeah, it's like, this was a foolish experiment.
Yep. She's like, we have nothing to talk about. Let's talk with my body. Oh my God. Then this fucking scene. We're right back here in the terrible triangle.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle of the show.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah. Yeah, Joey rocks up, as you would say, Mary, to the docks where Pacey's hanging out on his boat having a root beer. And she opens up the conversation with a little quip about how it's hard to see the stars out here. Mm-hmm. And Pacey has some smart comment like, oh, but I already seen them already. I don't know. They can't see the stars, but they sure do see each other. He looks very happy to see her.
Yeah. He
like,
does.
Any doubt, like, seriously, any doubt that he didn't want to see her or any thought that he didn't want to see her must have vanished in her mind when she saw that expression on his face. It was like, yay, Joey.
Right.
Yeah, they have a little reunion. It seems really kind of sweet. They're, like, back to their old banter.
Right.
Like, she's being sarcastic again. He's being, like, in love again. And Joey brings up again the Sunday dinner and tells him that he's basically invited whenever he wants to go, and that she's been reading about, I think it's like a sociology paper, that basically a study has found it's possible to forget bad memories and only remember the good. So I feel like that's her way of saying, Pacey, we can put the past away.
Can we put the past away?
And, like, just be really, really happy and look back on the good times.
I was like, Joey, Eternal Sunshine was not a documentary, okay?
Yeah. Like, you won't forget. You won't forget the bitterness.
No. But yeah, they're basically catching up. It's like old times. Seems like there's more of a spark between them than there was with Dawson and Joey.
Absolutely.
So.
I agree 100%.
And yet, Dawson is packing up the good duffel bag in the night. Looks like he's about to run away.
Oh, Dawson.
Then he goes downstairs. He says goodbye to that cute little baby. Says goodbye to Gail. Mitch is looking devastated. Dee's holding those cookies like got caught with his hand in the jar. Oh my God. Dawson's like, this is a mistake I have to make for myself. And Mitch is like, big mistake. Huge. And I am disappointed in you, but I will always love you forever. I was like, oh my God, I can't with this.
That was a dramatic little speech.
So dramatic. Dawson's making the biggest mistake of his life, I think.
Yeah, we can all see it, Dawson. Joey should be like, Dawson, go to LA.
What is she thinking?
I don't know.
She doesn't want him there.
No.
Especially...
She needs to sit down at a writing desk and figure her shit out and then just tell Dawson.
Yeah, this
Where is that bad. Teacher?
This is not going anywhere good.
Finish that story. Yeah, my God. Well, Jen learns a very important thing about Charlie.
Oh my God.
He needs to wear glasses. Mary,
I thought he couldn't read.
So did I swear. I thought that was like... I was like, he does seem dumb, but no, he wrote that note, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but it was upside down.
I know, I had the first thought. I was like, oh my God, how did he get to college? No, he can't read a sign that's really not even that far away, so his eyesight must be actually pretty bad. But he looks like such a dork with his glasses on, and Jen's like, oh my God, that's so vulnerable and honest. I am so attracted.
Oh, Jen. You're really falling for all the tricks in the book.
Yeah, that was pretty low.
Yeah.
And then they just go at it right on the health clinic floor.
Oh my God, Jen.
They pull a free condom.
Well, she's got to make up for lost time, you know?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't judge her too hard, because that is...
Right.
That's a long dry spell.
Yeah. Okay, so Jack's still debating whether or not to join the frat. This is another plot I wasn't that interested in. Basically, they're like, don't be thrown by the quota thing. You're the gay guy for us. You're the one we want. I was like, this still sucks. But Jack's like, I'm in! And then they throw him in the air. And, yeah.
Yeah, he gets his little Jewish wedding moment. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could describe it. But they did say that Toby would be welcome there.
That's true.
So I hope that's foreshadowing for when Toby eventually comes to
you know
visit.
Toby's going to come and he's going to rip them all to shreds. He's going to be dunking on them left and right, rinsing them, making fun of them, dragging them. It's going to be interesting.
Bagging on them.
Bagging on them. Yep. Oh God. Then we're back in the restaurant with this bullshit. Okay. Pacey's like, all right, I got nearly 50 pounds of potatoes peeled for you. And the chef immediately throws them in the trash. And I was like, no. He's like, keep slicing these other things. And he's like, I'm teaching you to slice so that you can work your way up to slicing the white truffle. That would be a whack job if I let you near them without the proper training. Oh my God. I was like, maybe have him slice something that you can actually use.
Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone, Mary. True.
It's like, yeah, such waste
of food. Yeah, I'm sure you need to slice other things.
Yeah, it just hurt my
That
soul.
is a big waste of food. You can't make some potato chips for your coworkers?
Yeah, for your staff, or donate it to a shelter. You're just going to dump it in the trash.
This guy is trash.
He's garbage. Bring back the garbage truck like Omea Grams. Grams in the trash. She's garbage. Yeah, I don't like him. He's cute, but fuck him. Because then he starts giving this speech, and he's like, yeah, Karen wanted your job. And you know what? She's more motivated than you, and she's a harder worker than you. But I'll never give her the job. Just to spite her, because she's got boobies. Right? I mean, that's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, what did he say? It's like, this is kickboxing. I was like, no, it is not kickboxing.
He said this is not kickboxing. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It matters if you have the inherent talent. And I'm like, Pacey.
Oh, that's even worse.
Pacey has inherent cooking talent that you could just see. No, you could see that he's a man.
Yeah, this was like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
And Pacey was like laughing.
Yeah, Pacey's like,
that's...
yeah, this is great. Life is so easy like, for me.
Pacey, you jerk. Like,
oh, we're gonna get backlash for that one.
I know, but come on, it's like you have to look out for her. Like, he seemed to like her.
Yeah.
And he's just amused by it.
Yeah.
It's like, she's not amused by it. She's pissed at you.
But he's like, yeah, but now I'm better than her because I'm a cook and she's not.
Oh,
that's the culture of the restaurant business. I'm telling you.
It's terrible. It's like, you're no better. You think you are, but you're not.
Yep.
You're just cutting truffles, okay?
Well, $12,000 a pound. $1,200, something crazy.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't care. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, the chef is a big sexist, and it's no fun. And now I just wrote down some quotes, and this was foolish, because I'm like, Mary, this is a quote, and I'm trying to figure it out, because I find myself adrift after reading this quote, and I found myself adrift in a sea of uncertainty. This has got to be a Dawson.
Thank God. Yeah, of course it's Dawson. Dawson is lurking outside of Joey's dorm room, and that's like basically the first thing he says to her. And she's like, well, I can't reassure you. And I'm like, Dawson, why are you here? There's no reason for you to be here.
As soon as she said that, I would have been like, all right, I gotta go on the
plane. I got a flight.
Yeah.
And then he's like, or she's like, there is no right or wrong, just the consequences of your actions. And then they go out for coffee at night. Why are people doing that? Oh, Christine, I can't.
Mary, it's a mess.
Christine, I don't even want to. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, no, this is. I kind of blocked this out because I don't want to process it.
No.
Mitch?
Yep.
Okay, he's like rocking out in his car to some like classic rock song. I don't remember what it is.
To Uncle Cracker.
It's Uncle Cracker?
He's listening to Uncle Cracker.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I didn't even pick that up. I thought it was some old song.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Uncle Cracker.
But isn't that covering an old, like, was he listening to the Uncle Cracker version?
I don't know.
I would be pissed if he was listening to Uncle Cracker.
I think it's funnier if he's listening to Uncle Cracker.
Oh my God. Oh, Mitch. And he's eating, I can't fault him for eating an ice cream. I love ice cream. But he licked it a little too vigorously, like shook his hand and he was rocking out. The ice cream fell, and he's driving. And he's like, has this brilliant idea where he's going to try to pick up the ice cream while he's also operating a moving vehicle.
The fuck are you thinking?
Mitch, pull over or let the ice cream melt. You're not going to eat that. Just like, we'll clean up later. Or like pull over. I don't know. But he's like, oh, I can handle it. Goes, dips down, picks up the ice cream cone. Or the ice cream top, gets back up, seems like he's fine, and then you see the headlights and the blaring horn coming right at him, and that's the credits, sisters. That's it.
I'm devastated.
So, R.I.P. Mitch?
I think it's R.I.P. I honestly think it's R.I.P. Mitch. And you know that Dawson is going to blame himself for this for the rest of his fucking life. Dawson's life is basically ruined now.
Oh, yeah. The last thing his dad said is, right before he said, I'll always love you, I'm disappointed in you.
Fuck. I mean...
You don't recover from something like that.
Like, honestly, I'm watching Succession right now, and this is like, Dawson is basically going to be as fucked up as Kendall is, for anyone that's watching Succession.
I need to watch that.
Oh, it's really, really good. But, like... This is my notes that I wrote down. Mitch driving late at night, eating ice cream and singing motherfucking Uncle Cracker, and drops his ice cream and fucking dies singing Uncle Cracker, I can't. I'm so upset.
This seemed like way out of left field.
This baby's gonna grow up without a daddy. Gail's gonna have to be single.
Damn it.
Damn it all. I'm so upset. Why, Jesus?
Mitch,
why?
what a stupid way to die.
Mitch,
that's like worse than Elvis.
Yeah, where are you doing?
Ugh. I'm disappointed in you, Mitch.
I'm disappointed in Mitch.
Mary, and you, for once in your life, you started to agree with Mitch.
And then he dies!
And then he dies.
It's truly, like, just goes to show, like, that's how out of character it was for Mitch. He must have known that his time was running out, and that's why he did something I agreed with.
That must be it.
Uh-huh. I feel really bad for Dawson. I feel like Dawson's life, I feel like he's fucked.
He is fucked. I wonder if this will, because Joey lost her mom and her dad, I think. Did he die or is he in jail?
He's in jail.
Who can remember? He's in jail. Oh yeah, for the cocaine thing. So I wonder if this will bring them together. Arson. Do you know? I don't know.
You think they're going to get back together over this?
Well, I think like she'll be able to be there for him maybe.
I hope so, but I don't know. She's kind of selfish.
Yeah. And like with Pacey in the picture, this was unexpected, crazy.
Really unexpected. And I kind of knew that Mitch died, but I didn't expect it now.
Really? I did not know that. I didn't see this coming at all. Spoiler. Oh man, Mary, that's a big one.
I know. I have a few spoilers that I don't want, but yeah, this is one of them that I've kind of been waiting for. So I think he's dead.
I know.
It might be an AI Brooks, AI robot freak out where he's like in the hospital next episode, but I know he is dying because I have that spoiler.
Wow.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you, but
no, it's okay. I mean, I kind of thought he was dead from this.
I think he probably is.
He probably is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. This feels like a jump the shark moment.
What a way to go.
Yeah, this is a crazy way to go.
Well, the actor must have wanted off the show, right?
He had to drop his ice cream. Like, that's so sad. I know. Maybe so. Because that's, like, very abrupt.
Extremely. Couldn't be more abrupt.
We've never seen him driving before. We've never seen him eat ice cream before. Oh, wait. We did see him eat ice cream, I think, when him and Gail first were going to get separated. I kind of remember him eating, like, some Turkey Hill.
Maybe it's his comfort food.
Maybe so.
But why is he out without his wife and his baby? Why is he out?
Yeah, like, where the heck are you going, Mitch? Blowing off steam because of Dawson?
Yeah, probably. I mean, essentially, Dawson's going to carry this guilt that he killed his father.
Dawson's fucked.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm upset. I feel bad for him.
Maybe Dawson will move back to Capeside. I don't know.
What, to be the man of the house? Take care of the baby? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Someone's going to have to do it.
I know.
Ugh, it's upsetting.
Oh, Mary. I'm afraid to watch next episode, honestly.
Yeah, me too. Same.
It's going to be a doozy.
Oh,
well, listeners, that was quite an episode. Wow. All right, Mary, we gotta talk about our dares if you're ready to.
Tell me something good. Did you do your dare?
You know what? I did my dare today.
You did?
Oh, are you surprised?
I am. I'm really shocked.
I'm shocked at myself too, and I said like the hardest one.
Okay, what was it?
It was you're the bomb in the middle of the ocean.
What?
The bomb in the middle of the ocean.
Who did you say that to?
Oh, it's funny because I had a plan to say it about Greta Thunberg?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Swedish girl. Because I was like, oh, she's like sailing across the ocean, like that's the bomb. I was like, I could probably say it about her because she's been in the news so much. But I felt like that was, she deserves better. So I was like, oh, it's a little weird. But this is so lame. On my work computer, my email, I've customized it so that there's like water flowing along the top and there's a little whale like bouncing up and down.
Okay.
And it just it keeps me company up there. So like when my coworkers come to my office and they see my computer, everyone's always like, how'd you get that whale on your email? And I was like, oh, it's just like, I just made it like the setting, you can change it, you can customize it. And like 2 people talked to me about it and I was too embarrassed to call the whale the bomb in the middle of the ocean.
It doesn't make sense.
But on the third coworker who who mentioned it. I was like, yeah, isn't he the bomb in the middle of the ocean?
What? Did they look at you like, what?
No, he's like, he's awesome.
Oh my god. Just goes to show that you can literally say anything and no one will look at you weird. That's kind of what I've noticed from these stairs.
I know. And it's, to be fair, I said it to the temp who's leaving. His last day is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is safer
Oh
than saying it to someone I'm working with more permanently. But
That's funny.
I was like, this whale, I was like, I have to, this is the third time, I just have to say it.
Wow. Send me an email. I want to see what it looks like.
Well, it's only on like I'll send you a screenshot.
Yeah.
It's very cute though. It's like, it really makes me happy.
Nice.
So listeners, I did not expect to say that.
Yeah, that's a
but
good
here
one.
we are.
That's a good one. All right, I have to disappoint everybody. I didn't do my dares, and I'm really deeply ashamed because I don't think I've done them in like months.
I thought you did it not too long ago.
No, I've really been fucking up. I got to get back on it.
Oh, Mary. Well, now this week is your week.
All right. I like the confidence in me. I hope I can match it. I feel like I did take down a lot of quotes, so that's good.
Oh, that's good. I tried to take down some. I think I got a few. Got a few decent.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you your dares first?
Sure.
All right. What am I going to give you now? Let's see. I can give you a frat quote, Mary.
Oh boy, okay.
You can say, am I in or am I out?
Okay.
I feel like that could be applicable in multiple scenarios.
Definitely.
I'm going to give you the asshole chef, a quote from him. I know.
Okay.
This was such a funny quote, though. I was like, what the hell? It can't be taught, but it can be learned.
Oh, Jesus.
That's like if you're speaking in riddles to someone.
Yep.
And do I want to give you... do you want a Dawson or do you want a Joey?
Dawson.
Well, I found myself adrift in a sea of uncertainty.
Perfect.
You know? I feel like that. You could say that.
Definitely.
Be
Okay.
dramatic.
Okay, well, I've got some for you. Okay, so you can say, if Moses could face Pharaoh, you can face blank.
Ooh. All right. I really liked the Grams quote. So
Yeah.
even if I say it to myself, I know that won't count. But I might hype myself with that.
Definitely.
You can face blank. Okay.
You can say, the only guy who has an impact on my life right now is James Joyce.
Ooh. Listeners, I have true confession. Ulysses is like my Everest. I've been trying to read that book for so long. I made it a lot way through and then I had to give it up. I'm not proud of it, but it's not. James Joyce is the only guy. What is it? The only guy who matters?
No, it's sorry, I looked away from it. Now I have to find it.
Oh, that's okay.
The only
I got
guy
distracted, yeah.
who has an impact on my life right now is James Joyce.
Okay. Impact on my life right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's like my white whale.
Okay, I have a good one for you. Ready?
One sec. I have to jot this down. Is James Joyce. All right, I'm ready now.
Okay. I'm at a profound crossroads in my life.
Oh, yeah. I was figuring one of us would get this one.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
I will say this because I feel like I've been saying this every day.
Great.
I feel like a few months ago I've been asking people, do you ever feel like your life is just really about to change completely?
Yeah.
And people get excited when you ask them that.
What do they say usually?
Well, one person was like, whoa, do you have like a psychic vision? And I was like, no, I just have a weird feeling.
I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then other people are like, yeah, I've had that feeling.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, Mary. Well, I'll try. I'll see which one I say.
Yeah, and I'm determined. So
yes, listeners.
you have to rinse me if I don't do it by next week.
All right, I'll bring out my hose. So
Yeah,
give you a good
shame
rinse.
me.
I'll shame you on Twitter.
Oh no.
Shame. Oh, speaking of Twitter,
Yes.
listeners, if you are on Twitter, so are we. You can follow us at WAH, Dawson Cries, WAH, Dawson Cries. Tweet at us and engage, interact, be social. We try to, comment back on all the listener comments. We really appreciate your thoughts and your feedback. It makes it fun for us to hear what people think about the show, hear people's opinions, hear people's probably honestly much more informed opinions since Mary and I are just watching for the first time. You can give us insights that we might have missed. If you're also listening on iTunes, you could leave us a review. That's always super exciting, especially if it's a 5-star positive review. If you've been listening to us a while and you like us, that would be a nice way to let us know. So we're always open to that. But anyway, whether you comment, review, tweet or not, we do appreciate your listening, and we hope you're enjoying the podcast. And hey, maybe next week, well, not next week, but maybe in the near future, we'll be able to pop some champagne.
Oh God, here's hoping.
All right, listeners, until next week.
Bye.
Bye.